What's up, guys? Trail here, better known as Budget Bill, and this is your third stimulus check update and stimulus package update for Monday, March the 1st. Good morning, everyone, and can you believe it? It is already March the 1st. We have gone through 2 months so far and still no third stimulus check. But no worries, because those stimulus checks are just around the corner. Now, you saw the title. You were probably like, $10,000 stimulus checks? Is that even possible? Well, of course it's not possible, but we did get one Republican that actually proposed this bill, or an amendment to the bill. But why is the question? Was he serious? Was he just mocking the American people that are struggling right now? Well, I'm going to let you guys know about it. We also now know who those two Democrats that voted against Biden's stimulus bill in the House, and surprisingly, it wasn't Joe Manchin or Kyrsten Sinema. Now, I'm going to talk about it today, but before we get started, if this is your first time to the channel, hey, welcome and glad to have you. On this channel, we talk about finance, real estate, credit cards, and stimulus update news. So be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you can be a part of this community. Also, don't forget to hit the like button for me if you like this type of content. It doesn't cost you a single dime for me to bring this information to you, and all I ask is for a simple press of the like button, as it really helps out the channel. Now, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. What's up, guys? Let's go ahead and talk about the $10,000 stimulus check. An Arizona Republican representative, Paul Gosar, has submitted a last-minute amendment to President Biden's massive stimulus relief package. And I believe that his purpose was, considering the majority of the things that were in the stimulus bill are not pandemic related. So he would rather remove everything in the bill and send $10,000 checks to Americans and send nothing to businesses or corporations. Now, initially when I saw this, I thought that this was just a joke, or perhaps that he was mocking the American people that are struggling right now. But as I did a little bit more research, I believe this guy is actually serious about this. I was reading his Twitter feed, and he is consistently posting tweets about the option to amend the stimulus bill and just give all the money to the American people. He said, government ordered the shutdown and broke the back of the economy. Break it, buy it, he said. Americans need help with car payments, mortgage, rent, and everyday necessities. The people, not the government, corporations, or billionaires, need this help. Consider $10,000 as a down payment. So he is calling out the government for causing this issue, so they are responsible for fixing the issue. Now, even though he offered this amendment to the current stimulus bill on the table, allegedly the Democrats have declined the amendment, and rightfully so. The Democrats are barely able to get the $1.9 trillion stimulus package bill passed through both chambers, so no way they would be able to increase the amount of stimulus checks at this time. Now, if they would consider everything that Mr. Gosar has suggested, like removing everything in the stimulus bill and also sending out stimulus checks, then perhaps that would keep the price tag lower, but it would still increase the total package cost of the bill and ultimately cause too much money towards the deficit. The Democrats nor the Republicans are trying to do such a thing, so we can't expect anything like this to get any type of traction. I doubt it, but it's good to know that we should start seeing more amendments to the bill later on this week. As the Senate prepares to review this bill, they are more than likely to remove the $15 minimum wage increase. Then there will be other methods of negotiations thrown at this bill in an effort to compromise. In addition, the Republicans will probably offer more ridiculous proposals going forward, to try and make the Democrats look bad, because right now the Democrats control the House and the Senate, and obviously the presidency. And the Republicans have 2 more years in order to win back the Senate on the next re-election. So their main objective right now is to make it hard for President Biden to pass legislation, as well as make the Democrats look bad in an effort to win back the Senate. So I don't think this will be the last ridiculous proposal that we will see going forward. Now, in other news, we found out who the two Democrats that voted against the stimulus bill earlier Saturday morning. Initially, we thought that it was Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema after their continuous opposition to the $15 minimum wage increase. Well, apparently it was not them.
The two Democrats voting against the plan, Kurt Schrader from Oregon and Jared Golden from Maine. Now, Golden from Maine put out this statement. I want to read it in part. Unfortunately, the path congressional leaders have chosen goes far beyond these key provisions to the tune of hundreds hundreds of billions of dollars. After supporting $4 trillion in emergency COVID relief in 2020, I won't support trillions more in funding that is poorly targeted or in many cases not necessary at this moment in time.
So yes, those are the two culprits that were against this bill. But I guess it doesn't matter much right now because the bill still was able to pass and it is now headed over to the Senate. But to be fair, this bill should have gotten more support from the Republicans, or at least some Republicans. Now, I know that this is politics, and in politics you are to support your party no matter what. But at a time like this, when it affects people you know, it affects family members, it affects friends that you have, wouldn't you expect them to put politics aside and provide the necessary measure to support the Americans who built this country? Like more relief aid to the millions of people who are unemployed right now and have nowhere to turn to? Come on now, Republicans. I know some of you support this bill, but perhaps you are just too afraid to go against your party. And that's the part that is super sad. But I get it. Most Republicans don't want the backlash from their fierce leader, Donald Trump, which we saw yesterday that he called out every Republican at the CPAC convention that voted to impeach him. He called for those people to be removed from their positions. So I get it, guys. Republicans are just afraid to support this bill, of fear from their own side, which goes to show you that it's not about the American people, it's about their party and holding their positions. But now that this bill is headed over to the Senate, this is where the real issues will start to unfold. The Senate is where the negotiations will happen. We assume that the $15 minimum wage will be removed, as the parliamentarian has said. So the path through the Senate is not going to be an easy one. It's going to be a bumpy road. And all of this is expected to happen this week. We already heard from President Biden where he urged lawmakers in the Senate to make the right decision and pass this piece of legislation. Let's go ahead and hear it right here.
And with their vote, we're one step closer to vaccinating the nation. We're one step closer to putting $1,400 in the pockets of Americans. We're one step closer to extending unemployment benefits for millions of Americans who are shortly going to lose them. Now the bill moves to the United States Senate, where I hope it will receive quick action. We have no time to waste. If we act now, decisively, quickly, and boldly, we can finally get ahead of this virus. We can finally get our economy moving again. And the people of this country have suffered far too much for too long. We need to relieve that suffering.
So yes, as we can see that Biden understands the road ahead. He knows how difficult this is going to be. He also expects the minimum wage hike not to last in the bill. However, Nancy Pelosi stated that they will pass this bill in Congress with or without minimum wage increase.
With that view, it is therefore inevitable to all of us that the $15 minimum wage will be achieved. Even if it is inconceivable to some, it is inevitable to us, and we will work diligently to shorten the distance between the inevitable and the inconceivable. The $7.25 minimum wage that exists now is in many instances, an exploitation of the American worker. And it is a cost to taxpayers because the minimum wage workers need food and housing assistance, and many are on Medicaid. This is corporate welfare. This is a subsidy for business to pay a low wage. We want to work to be respected. We respect the dignity of work. We will seek a solution consistent with Senate rules, and we will do so soon.
So we can see right here that she is pretty confident that they will get this thing done and willing to go the extra mile while putting up a fight. The question is, will it survive? We don't know yet. We will just have to wait and see. Now, what do you guys think? I haven't heard from you guys in a while. I've seen a few people in the comments section that are just completely negative about the third stimulus checks. Now, I get it that government has let us down time after time after time, but I feel there is an opportunity here that could work in our favor, especially with these $1,400 stimulus payments that are due later this month. Now, I personally believe that this will happen as the March 14th deadline approaches. President President Biden does not want the benefits of millions of Americans to expire on his watch, although the Republicans will be doing everything in their power to make that happen, so that the Democrats look bad for the American people, especially as this is one of the key points that Biden ran on during his campaign. But let me know what you guys think about the week ahead, as the biggest hurdle in the Senate in getting this bill to pass through and open the floodgates for more stimulus relief aid. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. I would love to get your feedback. Outside of all of that, this has been your third stimulus check update for today. If you enjoyed any of this information or found it to be useful, be sure to hit the like button for me. It definitely helps out a lot, and it tells YouTube to share this video with others. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button for me so that you can be a part of this community, and hit the notification bell to be notified of each new video. Again, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching this video, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.